Assalamu alaikum. I am Dr. Zunaira Jalil. I am Professor and Chair at Department of Cybersecurity, Air University, Islamabad. And I am also a researcher at National Cybercrimes and Forensics Lab, which is part of National Center for Cybersecurity for last 6 years. And I am working in the domain of cybersecurity and artificial intelligence to identify crimes or to tackle crimes, cyber crimes in particular in Pakistan. If I talk about the current trends in cybersecurity all over the world and in Pakistan, ransomware attack is the most common attack from last 3 years. And besides this, generative AI based tools and it has made it easier for attackers to commit crimes. So in Pakistan, APTs, ransomwares, using generative AI to combat cyber crimes, these are the latest trends. Besides this, advanced persistent threats have been difficult to detect by everyone so far. And if I talk about the challenges, having a resource, a human resource able to do that is a challenge. And then also not having indigenous products, cybersecurity products is another challenge we are facing. Lack of legislation is another problem we are facing. Since the world is moving toward digitalization, and Pakistan has also moved toward digitalization in last 4 or 5 years. So as we move toward digitalization and all the processes, all the systems become digital, then it becomes more important to protect that digital data. In Pakistan, the sectors which are basically the repositories, having repositories of data about people, about organization, about process, their data requires protection. And also the critical infrastructures, not only in Pakistan but in any country, the critical infrastructures identification and protection, this is the most important part. Cybersecurity threats, if you look at the cyber threat intelligence platforms that share their updates with everyone all over the world, if you look at that, first of all, the challenge we have and the threats we have is that we need to first of all be prepared to address those threats. And the threat spectrum is quite wide, like it's not limited to the attackers who are launching their attacks from Pakistan, but they are launching attacks from all over the world. And in the world of where we have state-sponsored cyber criminals, so those criminals find the data residing in Pakistan which is insecure and people are not trained, the organizations are not having cybersecurity policy. So they find it our resources easier to target, and that's why we find many compromised resources on dark web belonging to Pakistan, unfortunately. The only thing which can help protect us from cyber threats is awareness. The awareness is not only required for a specific group, but awareness for everyone. And our National Computer Emergency Response Team, which is National CERT, they have already launched a program which is ABC program, Awareness Brings Change program. So they are already working in that domain, but all the ones who are aware about the crimes and the way their crimes are happening, they need to create awareness at a massive scale. And I won't say that Pakistan or we are not working in the right direction. All the major banks are having their own awareness programs, but I think the more awareness we create, the more protection we'll have. I would talk about only a few threats which are human dependent. Phishing attack is one of them, SQL injection attack is one of them, clickjacking attack is one of them. So if we are not aware about which link to click and which to not to click, and also we are not aware when we are visiting a compromised website, and we are not aware what to share and what not to share on social media, if we are not aware about it, then we are actually inviting criminals to attack us. Government has the most important role, first of all, in legislation and implementation of legislations. Our law enforcement agencies in the light of legislations are working, but they also face certain challenges like lack of human resources and lack of physical resources, lack of IT infrastructures. So government can work in that direction, and they are already there. If they have an organization like NCERT already there, a national cybersecurity policy already there, digitalization policy there, cloud policies there. Now these policies need to be implemented, and then also making everyone bound to have their own policies within the organizations, that what to do and what not to do within the organization in terms of security. We do have successful examples of public-private partnership, and I would say that National Aerospace Science and Technology Park is going to make us have more to celebrate in the near future. NASTAP has its footprint in Karachi, Lahore, Khariyan, Islamabad and Kamra. So we are soon going to have our successful examples, and already public-private sector is working in the right direction along with academia to create a better cyber secure infrastructure. I can mention a few examples, like it's not like that it's not the responsibility of one single person or one single organization to create awareness. Awareness Bring Change program is already there of NSERT, but I think a massive awareness campaign need to be launched at every level. In US, they have a clearly defined infrastructure. It's a framework. It's a national initiative for cybersecurity education, which is called NICE framework. And they create cybersecurity awareness from school level, and then with the passage of time, they build a cyber secure workforce, which is prepared to join different organizations or defense organizations or labs to actually perform. So in Pakistan, we require a similar educational framework. In future, Pakistan need to be prepared for a huge vector of crimes coming up, which are AI generated crimes, which are like generative AI is booming at a very fast pace, and we need to prepare ourselves to see the possibilities of crime that can happen, and we need to have our legislations in place in case of such crimes happening. We need to have a digital forensic framework at place. We need to have our investigation framework at place, and we need to have our indigenous products ready to investigate such crimes. So far, we are relying on the products which are not indigenous, and so our dependencies on those products, software as well as hardware, need to be reduced. And if we become self-reliant in this, then we will be ready to face challenges which are emerging in next 20, 30 years. If we will remain dependent, then we will not be able to have our security in our own hands.